So I'm here with Arlo. Needs no introduction. Just, like Prince, just Arlo.
Arlo. One of the 99.
Arlo is occupying the dream with us here tonight.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what brought you into Occupy the Dream in the first place?
I lost my job, got laid off from my print job where I worked supporting my family, not touring, telling jokes, just being a good dad. 3 weeks before Occupy, I looked everywhere for a job that was a living wage that would compensate me more than unemployment. After 3 weeks just beating the bushes, nothing. Occupy. I have skills. I do political jokes already. Maybe I can help advance the greater good instead of advancing my own tiny little self. So I've been occupying since day one. I continue to occupy in whatever shape I can produce something good for social justice.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, you want to give us a little taste of the material that we got to see tonight?
Yeah. I did a very tongue-in-cheek, actually, let me back up. I prefaced the joke I was about to do by saying the left sometimes can be a little tight. And then I did a joke that was, my words were praising the white man and all the good that the white man has done. But clearly I was mocking the so-called deeds of the white man. Obvious to anybody who's ever watched Stephen Colbert or any satire.
Thank you.
Yeah, pretty obvious. And I allowed in the beginning a kind of a preface saying, I know this isn't, you're not gonna like it. Still, I'm gonna do it. Calm down, and some lady started to hiss.
She was leaking.
The comedy club hiss.
Love it.
We know it well. So I felt I had given her enough in the beginning to warrant a little putback, and then I let her hiss a little while and let her get good and hiss stuff, and then gave her the squish. I don't think I went very long though, did I? I only did like 12 minutes?
Yeah, it was about 12, 15, 12, 14 minutes.
14 minutes? Alright, I had a few more minutes. Left a lot out on the table. But
that's good. We'd like to see more of that.
It was good. I did my best environmentalist, anarchist.
There's so many ists out there. The material just kind of writes itself, doesn't it, these days?
Kind of. It feels like, no, I mean, I've
Or it's a
done,
lot to pick from, at least.
I've done political comedy for 20 years, and so I've been writing jokes that are like what Occupy fights against for my whole life. And so Occupy showing up for me has been like, wow, finally, more people than just me at a comedy club where these people don't have no idea. They think they're gonna see somebody juggling or something. The guy in the unicycle, and it's me screaming at them about their mainstream belief system. So it's good to have an Occupy where there's people all over the country now who know, and we found each other, and we are not going to stop now. The genie's out of the bottle. The genie is on the march.
Yes.
The results are happening. People are reoccupying. People are inspired. Like it happens here, it happens there. Occupy Congress tomorrow.
Yes.
Occupy all of it. It's all going on.
So let's talk about the Amarillo 13 for a minute.
Yes.
Yes. Our brothers and sisters in solidarity that got kicked off the bus by one Mr. Donald Ainsworth. Don, we're watching you. They're in Amarillo, Texas, of all places. I mean, I'm from Texas, and I can honestly say that that's probably the anal cavity of Texas. Sorry, Amarillo.
I have been to Tickles
Texas.
Comedy Club in Amarillo, Texas, and
That's
it is
a dark place.
Awful gig.
No.
Awful gig.
No.
So the irony of kicking off occupiers who are going to Congress to protest through the so-called channels, not taking their unlicensed vehicles, not...
Oh, there's somebody trying to come out the keyboard hole. Wait. And it's never always a good time. Say hi to live stream.
What up?
Say hi.
I thought this was supposed to be the New Jersey Turnpike.
So, the Amarillo 13. Now, here's what really alarmed me about this whole shit. Shiz. The bus driver, when he left the bus, locked not just the 13 occupiers, but everybody on the bus inside for over an hour with no way to get off of the bus while he waited for the Amarillo Police Department to arrive.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a big deal. I mean, they're on there for 5 hours anyway, waiting for the next stop, locked inside.
Locked inside. And so if there had been a medical emergency with somebody on the bus, they'd have been screwed. Not to mention the unlawful detention. And I don't know about you, but I'm seeing this kind of stuff happen, this corral and confine crap happen a lot now to occupiers.
My problem with it is that the occupiers are doing what they're told, which is, hey, don't break the laws, fight the system within the system, go to Congress and
protest.
Yeah, so they're on their way to protest for the bus drivers' salary, for better conditions, for better health benefits for the bus driver, using conventional channels. And this guy don't like it. How does he kick him off the bus, bro? They're fighting for you.
Thank you.
Regardless,
the
you don't like his hat, you don't like his face, but who cares? He's fighting for you.
The 99%.
Bro.
Yes.
So,
That's not cool.
tonight was the debut of Tent Monster. You missed Tent Monster.
I missed Tent Monster. I was going to ask you, did you ever get to watch? Oh.
Tent Monster is operational.
So
it was previewed tonight.
Were you naked underneath the tent?
No, I was fully garbed, but I think it's also.
We need to work on that.
I have a neoprene wetsuit. I think it's warm enough.
Maybe a diaper.
A diaper around the wetsuit. I like it. But I think if the neoprene's warm enough, something weird about a guy with just that might be an obstacle.
Right. Maybe a beige neoprene.
I am going to, in the first week of Tent Monster, go to Greyhound.
Please.
In solidarity with the Amarillo 13.
Call us.
I will Tent Monster Greyhound with the bullhorn.
Now, why we need to get a red wig, stick like that, sweetie. You have to see those videos.
I will watch those videos.
Yeah.
But as soon as I heard about that, I was like, Greyhound needs to be my chick.
Seriously. Well, so where did you bust out with the Tent Monster?
Right outside the Alberta Rose Theater.
Right here.
I set it up by the side and then just walked up and then put it down and dropped the head below.
Yes.
And everyone started laughing because it was just a tent after that. Like 1 second I was walking around. The thing that's funny about it is that there's no mistaking it.
No.
You see it and you're not like, whoa, what's that weird? It's like, oh, that's a tent. Somebody's walking around with a tent on their head. And so I parked it by the market. I walked 2 blocks. People were looking in the windows, and the guys behind me were just laughing at the side of it. So I think it has a lot of potential. And I got the bullhorn. And I'm trying to stabilize it, and then I'm also trying to get the helmet cam set up.
Right, and there's your helmet cam man right there, the man behind the pan.
Yeah,
DC. He's got magic.
So we got helmet cam on the way, and Tent Monster. So we got a lot of good. I really think Tent Monster is going to be a winning deal. We'll see.
I think so too.
We'll see if I can.
I'd like to see a flock.
I'd like to see multiple Tent Monsters. Flash, wouldn't it? Tent Monster flash mobs.
Oh, it'd be beautiful.
Be hysterical. We could go.
Beautiful.
We could go do whatever we wanted. Then here comes the heat. We get up and we run away. Come on. What could be funner than that?
Oh man, we just need.
It's got P-Town written all over it. Tent Monsters.
We just need the Benny Hill theme and a loudspeaker in the background. So it's better when you're running to the Benny Hill theme. There you go.
So I'm gonna try and snowball Tent Monster in the upcoming week.
So why don't you give a shout out to your Twitter? What's your Twitter?
My Twitter is Deep a Comedy. And if you have anything funny that's ever Occupy related.
Is it Deep E?
Deep E Comedy.
Yeah, Deep E Comedy.
Kind of like Deep Ecology. If you saw my set tonight, you'll see I'm like an environmentalist. Not just a radical, not an anarchist, but a Luddite environmentalist. Firmly believing that our planet is really on the cusp of its capacity to handle our complete destruction of its very being. And so there's no more waiting. There's no more waiting around like it's now. The reefs are already gone. Say goodbye to your coral reefs, grandchildren. Your grandkids will never see a coral reef. That is a fact. there's no changing it. So the oceans, the land, the sea, it's all too much, too many peeps. So it's time to back down right away.
Yeah, hell
So-
yeah. Do you have a website too?
So Deep Comedy is a play on deep ecology, which is, yeah. Anyway, so if you are an environmentalist and you like funny stuff and you like Occupy, definitely check me out at Twitter, Deep Comedy.
There you go. All right, thanks, Arlo.
Hey,
All right,
thank you
you're on.
for being on the front line.
Oh.
Occupy!